Okay, so I am going to show you guys a tour of Missy's new enclosure. This is a 20-foot by 40-foot underground swimming pool. And you'll see I've got these boards around the edges. Well, I thought for sure that this was totally mink proof. It's almost 4 feet high, not quite, on the shallowest part. I thought, well, she can't jump that. Well, I was right, she couldn't. However, she's a little stinker. She may not be able to jump it, but she can apparently jump up to this teeny little spout, and if you look, this thing's not even an inch off the wall. It's just tiny. But she jumps up to there, grabs a hold of this, does a little pull-up, stands on this, and then from there jumps out. So as you see, I've got all these boards, and I wasn't sure at first how she got out. So I just put the boards everywhere. They were shallow, so there was a lip, so she couldn't just jump out. But I found out last night I came here, and she wanted to get out, and so she ran over here, and she jumped up on this spout, same thing, and was jumping up here. I put this board up here. She was almost getting out. She was almost out. In fact, I'm wondering if she hasn't jumped out and just jumped back in multiple times without me knowing it. Over here in this corner. In fact, well, I wouldn't say I'm sure she has, but I would not be surprised whatsoever. In fact, I would be surprised if she hasn't. Because when I lost her for that day, when I found her again, she was down here. She jumped clear down into here and was in the pool when I found her. And she's gone for over 24 hours. And I know, after her little escape, she's been afraid about leaving the yard. She doesn't want to leave the yard. So I wouldn't be surprised if at night she jumps out, explores around, goes hunting, catches some stuff, or maybe doesn't catch stuff, whatever, runs around, and then jumps back in by the time I come to check on her. So anyway, now I've got that board in the corner, that, not board, but that sheet of plywood in the corner to protect that little spout so she can't jump out. But as you see, this is a 40-foot long by 20-foot wide. I could park 4 of my cars in here easily and walk around each car. It's a big enclosure. I love it. Now I've got this little table thing set up on the cinder blocks for shade and shelter. And down in here is her box. And that's where she sleeps at night. And let's get it close up. She's actually in there right now. Hey, pretty girl. Hey, pretty girl, come see us. There she is. Hey, pretty girl. I made the squeak, by the way. Mink, when you make little squeaking sounds, they get excited because they think they've got a little mouse they can catch, or rat, or whatever. So anyway, it's a little trick I learned years ago. If you want to find a mink, make a squeak. Works the same for coyotes and foxes too. A lot of predators will respond to sounds that sound like crying prey. But she's heard it so many times now she knows it's a trick. A lot of times I would use it to get her to one part of the cage, and then I'd close the door. I'm pretty certain she learned. He's just squeaking, it's nothing. So anyway, this is where she sleeps usually, but if she wants to, she's got another den site. Not near as comfortable, but under here, see this sheet of plywood? Under here is a little pallet, so she can run under the wood. More shelter from sun, and so she's got tubes to run through. There's a little short, probably, what, I don't know, 10, 12-foot tube. And then there's this one that's well over 40 feet long. Look at that. Runs all the way up there. And then she's got a little pipe up there. She's got all this area to run around. And if you see, there's a little trail where she runs along the edge and jumps and tries to get out. It gives her good exercise. Here is her swimming tub. It's a 50 gallon watering trough. It was originally for sheep, that's why it's so short. It's easier to pack around than the great big horse ones that are like, you know, waist high. The reason I got that brick in there is I used to have this tube going in the water. I've just pulled it out when I changed the water and never put it back. But anyway, that's where she drinks and swims. And yeah, this is her new enclosure. Well, she's been here for a couple weeks now. It's not so new, but maybe a month. Yeah, I think, no, not quite a month. But anyway, it's very luxurious for a little mink to have all this space to run around, get exercise, and have fun while I'm not here. But of course, I take her out every day, sometimes twice a day, and get her more exercise and go hunting with her and let her do what comes natural to a mink. So yeah, there we go. Here is Missy's new enclosure.